before I forget. All
Oh,
right.
and we have Jordan.
JP! He's the surprise. Don't pay attention to the man with the cute dimple.
All right, Steph, do we have everybody on mute? Let's go ahead. I'll share my screen and we'll get started.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
All right, Steph. Oh, hold on. Are we recording?
We are recording.
All right, well, welcome. We're so glad you guys are here to learn about the Solle business opportunity. I'd like to say that it's a business opportunity as unique as our products. And I think you'll see why we are all so excited and thankful for the Solle business opportunity. And we are hoping that this is well worth your time. So first of all, we want to thank you. We know you're busy. For some of you, this is dinner time. For others of you, Canadians, it's bedtime because it's 10 p.m. So we literally are coast to coast. So thank you for taking the time. So we know you're in the right place and we're going to talk about a few different things. As you can see, this is Steph and AJ and their cute little Solle robes, one of our many gifts from Solle, which makes Solle so awesome. So we know you're in the right place if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. So for a lot of us, we're, as I'm a mom and I feel guilty about spending money on myself, or I'm looking for extra income to put my daughter in gymnastics, or I would like to leave my career. Solle for you could be something that brings in extra income or eventually becomes a sole income. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, you'd like something that could bring in some income to your family, Solle is the right opportunity for you. Now I have to stop here, do our business disclaimer. Solle does not guarantee any level of success, but we all know that with hard work, amazing things can happen. We know you're in the right place if you want to be part of something that brings you purpose. So for me, I wake up every single day excited. The first thing I do, I get out of bed, I make my cinnamate, I get to my computer, I wake up before my and I am excited because Solle brings me purpose. It's something that shoots me out of bed every morning, not just because of the income and because of the financial end of it, but the helping of the people and improving others' lives, and it just gives me purpose beyond just being a mom. Not that there's anything wrong with being a mom, but it gives me purpose. You're in the right place if you crave flexibility in your time. So one of my favorite things about Solle, as we'll talk about later on in this presentation, is that you can build this business in the cracks of your day, whether it's an hour or two in the morning, or it's during your lunch break, or it's in the evening, it's after your kids go to bed. I love the fact that if my kids say, hey, mommy, let's go to the pool today, I can make the choice to work in the morning, I can work in the evening, and I can take them to the pool. Or, if one of my kids are sick, I don't have to worry about talking to a boss or, asking for the day off. It really gives me the flexibility and the ability to be mom and still be making an income for my family. And maybe for you, you're a practitioner where you want to add a little bit something to your business, or maybe you love your full-time job and you just want to add a little something to your full-time job. Solle is a flexible option that will work with anyone. We know you're in the right place if you want to improve your health. So here's a picture of me taken maybe 6 months apart. And as you can see, I lost a lot of inflammation in my face, and my health really improved. I've struggled for years with fatigue and anxiety and digestive issues and weight and all of that. And Solle has been, in many ways, the ticket to health for me. And so we're all health in progress. And if you are looking to improve your health, you could not be in a better place. So Solle would be a great option for you if you're looking to improve your health. So I took a little picture here of some of the members of our team, and you're in the right place if you're passionate about helping others. That is really what we do. If I was to describe a Solle Natural specialist, we really just help others. And if you're known in your community as someone who just loves to help, perhaps you're a nurse or you're a mom or you're a volunteer, you just love seeing other people succeed, then definitely Solle is for you. So I wanted to stop in here and say stay tuned to the end for a special live giveaway. For those of you who stay on all the way to the end, we do have some prizes for you, and I think that Solle is the solution that you are looking for. All right, I want to toss it over to Steph. Steph has become one of my best friends. We actually did not know each other until I joined Solle. Steph quickly became a member of the top 30. She is a certified holistic wellness and gut health specialist. As you can see, she's also mom to AJ, who actually is just a few days older than my son, which is super fun. She's a group fitness cycle instructor. She's a lover of food, fitness, health. She's passionate about helping families be free from pharmaceuticals. She's on fire for building a rock solid team. And one thing I did not mention in this slide is that Steph is someone who has taken her health under control. She struggled with a lot of anxiety and other things as well, and it's just been amazing to watch her not only build a business, but also to build her health. So Steph, I'll toss it on over to you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Like she said, we're so excited. It looks like we have 58 people on here live right now, and that is just so exciting for all of us. And so I'm going to try to make it through this without crying. I just get so excited, and I just can't wait to share some information with you. So thank you so much. So you see this picture right here. How many of you have watched a YouTube video or received an email from a CEO of another company? Maybe you have earned a special call with hundreds of others, like in a company that's like, oh, if you do this, you can meet with one of the founders, or, you know, whatever that looks like, but you never got to meet them in person. You are in luck tonight. This is Jordan Peterson. He is the Vice President of Business Operations and Leadership, and the reason for much of my personal success, the success of our team, and the success of Solle Naturals. He is dedicated to helping us understand the compensation plan, the trajectory of our growth, and how to continue to propel forward. Jordan is a husband, a father of 6, a hunter, a fisherman, and has the best dimples you ever will see. His energy is contagious and his hugs are plenty. Jordan, thank you so much for being here live from your home tonight. We really honestly can't thank you enough. So we're going to take just a tiny break from the slides, hear just a little bit from Jordan, and then we'll be back into our presentation. Oh, hold on, I muted you.
Uh-oh.
There you are.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you. That was quite the welcome. I really appreciate it. And to everybody who's joining for the first time, welcome. So excited to have you be a part and just to kind of get a preview of what it's all about here at Solle. So many layers to it, and we're excited for you to be a part of this team that you're watching right here. It's one of our fastest growing teams, and they've just got a lot going on. So I just want to do a real brief introduction with Solle. Kristen really, I think, did a good job of kind of talking about why Solle might be a fit for you. But the one thing I wanted to cover tonight was the definition of what we call a specialist. Now, for a lot of us in our lives, we're looking for somebody who actually knows the answers to help us. And there's a lot of generalists out there that may talk about certain things or know a little bit about certain things. But here at Solle, we want to become a specialist and becoming the best version of ourselves and helping others to do the same. And the thing I love about that is that everybody's on a different journey of health, of professional growth, of personal development, of financial freedom, of emotional health, whatever that may be. And we truly have an answer for all of those things just to become better. And that's such a wide term that really allows us to have something to offer to everybody, including ourselves. And so first and foremost, let's get ourselves in a good position, and then let's help others become better as well. And as we do that, we truly can have that uplifting effect of everybody around us, and Solle can be the solution for a lot of people. And so for those of you who may be hearing this for the first time, trying to figure things out, hold on to your seats, listen throughout the whole presentation. You're going to be amazed at what we've been able to put together. We truly have some answers that are going to help you, especially with the different things we're seeing out there in the world today. The world right now is starting to go from a reactive approach from we're sick, so let's get better, to a proactive approach of let's try to figure things out before we get sick. And Solle as a company is really primed to kind of lead the way with this. And so we're excited to see where this takes us. These past 7 years have been amazing. We've seen some amazing growth. And right now is the perfect time to join together with us to truly help others. So thank you guys for letting me join with you for a little bit. I'm excited to see how the rest of this goes.
Thank you so much, Jordan. We really appreciate your time. I know you have kids running around and dinner and all that good stuff, so I'm just really thankful for you.
You're very welcome.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so Jordan is in his home right now. He's not just a figment of your imagination. And he and the other founders are always available to us and for us and with us, which is just something that I've never ever seen or heard of before. We are all about to go to our convention in Utah in just about a month, and we know we are friends with the founders of the company. It's not just something where it's like I said, in a lot of companies, you win a call with them or you get an email from them and never hear them again, or you get to line up to take a picture with them. But these guys truly are in the trenches with us every day, and we're very, very lucky for that. So, all right, Kristen. Okay, so what makes Solle Naturals so unique? There are a ton of different things. We're going to cover many of those tonight. But Solle Naturals is committed to developing products that dually strengthen the body and mind. That is huge, okay? All of our products are 100% natural plant source nutrition, non-GMO, gluten-free, MSG-free, and contain no artificial ingredients. Our products are focused on the use of adaptogens, a special class of herbs that are safe for daily use. The really cool thing about adaptogens is that your body does not get used to them either. So it's not going to be something where you start taking them, you feel great, and then you have to up your, you have to up your dose and up your dose and up your dose. It's not a dose, they're a plant, but you know what I'm saying? Your body does not get used to them. So it's a very, very amazing type of herb that we're really the company that focuses on that. Solle Naturals business opportunity and our compensation program are also one of a kind, built around the SMART plan, which you will hear from Kristen in just a little bit. The business opportunity also gives you, the distributor, the option to run your business as you wish, without excessive rules, regulations, monthly fees, or hidden costs. You may choose to carry the products in your practice or run your business from home like many of us on this team do. All right, so are we excited yet? I'm also looking around at everybody's faces as we talk. I'm excited. I haven't slept for days. I didn't sleep at all last night because there's things that we keep thinking of and like, oh my gosh, what else can we put into the presentation? It's like, there's so many awesome things that you just continuously like, oh, we should share this, we should share this. But anyways, if you're not familiar with our products, here's the whole lineup. Each one of our products contains at least one adaptogen, okay? We'll talk about each line in detail, but first we're just gonna watch this quick video on what adaptogens are. Are you able to turn it up?
I think so.
Can you hear it, Steph?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you got somebody,
I can't hear it.
Oh, shoot. All right, maybe we'll just have to look at the words then.
Can't hear it. Oh no.
Let's see. There's a chat coming in.
They're just saying no sound. Maybe if you open a different window? I don't know. Oh, it is a different window.
You hear it?
No.
All right. Well, we'll just continue with the presentation.
Yes. Oh, when you shared your screen, there's no option to, there's an option to share sound too. I don't know. What you guys can do, I'm so sorry about this. What you guys can do is we have a whole YouTube channel. It's just under Solle Naturals. And so this video specifically was on adaptogens. And so it kind of gives you a brief overview of what adaptogens are, and then a good look into each of our 4 lines, but we're going to talk about that right now anyway. So once you hop off of the call, just head on over to the Solle Naturals YouTube page, and you can see all kinds of amazing videos there. Okay, so to start, we have the balance line. And Solle Naturals balancing products are nutritionally dense supplements with unique adaptogenic properties. Consistent use will result in greater overall wellness and maximum longevity. The lift line, Solle Naturals lifting products, naturally stimulate the body and mind to provide increased energy, vitality, and productivity. The calm line, Solle Naturals calming products provide the nutritional support necessary to deal with everyday stressors that can cause mental anxiety, physical unease, and weakened immunity. And then the clarify line, Solle Naturals clarifying products are specially formulated to provide increased mental acuity, sharper focus, and enhanced physical regeneration. At Solle, we also have an amazing essential oils line. I'm sorry, I can't see if anybody can see who's not muted. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that can mute, but
that is Jody's iPhone.
I got that one. Thank you. Sorry. We have an amazing formulator with oils. Her name is Jennifer Pressimone. She is actually the vice president of the National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy. Okay, so many of you are familiar with essential oils. Many of you probably spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on oils like I used to do. For all 4 of our oils, they are already blended, as you can see here, with those, amazing oils that you'll see from other companies, but they're already blended into each of our 4 lines. Then, if you'll go to the next slide, what I love even more is our Compass blends. They're in roller bottles, as you can see. So this takes the guesswork out of knowing what is safe or not, what you can mix, what you can't mix, what should you mix it with, what are the variations or the equivalents or whatever. They're already done for you. You will see here that they are courage, comfort, contentment, and confidence. And sorry, I'm going to see who I need to mute now again. There we go. And so what it is that they, you'll see right here, Courage, for instance, is a custom blend of our Balance plus Cedar and the Calm plus Ginger in a carrier oil base of sunflower, jojoba, and vitamin E. Comfort is a custom blend of our Lift plus Oregano and Elemi oils, Clarify plus Eucalyptus and lemon oils, and SC Balance plus Cedar oil in a base of sunflower, jojoba, and vitamin E. Contentment is a custom blend of SC Calm plus ginger oil, SC Balance plus cedar oil, and SC Clarify. Sorry, I don't know if that was me. SC Clarify plus eucalyptus and lemon oils in a base of sunflower, jojoba, and vitamin E. And then Confidence is a custom blend of SC Clarify plus eucalyptus and lemon oils and SC Calm plus ginger oil in the base of sunflower, jojoba, and vitamin E. Now, when we were able to try these out in our top 30 meeting in Mexico, anytime you're near these oils, this is another huge thing for me that I just wanted to point out is, again, I was using oils for years, spending all of the money. They always smelled really good. They might have worked a little bit here or there for anxiety or a little bit of my sinus issues that I have. But I never felt completely as a whole completely changed in the presence of oils like you feel with these oils. It is absolutely insane. So these oils are really amazing. Another really cool thing is not only do we have the blended oil of each line, now the blended even more roller bottles, but we also have these really, really cute little, they look like little deodorant bars. There's one of each of those for the 4 lines as well. And so, like, for instance, there's a calm bar, which we use a lot with our children that have like emotional needs or before bedtime, you know, and it's them to just put right on their body. So that is really, really huge and important for me because a lot of the other companies out there, they say things are safe that are not safe. And so I just wanted to point that out as well. Okay, coming soon, and this is very, very, very exciting. As you'll see here, we have a number. We already lead the industry in the classification of herbs that we have. The purity and potency requirements, the third-party testing that we do, it really can't be matched. In fact, most people that are already seeing a practitioner or a naturopath will take our products to that their practitioner, and they're always like, where did you get these products, right? Because the products that they use are only as good as what they can find. And so then they are coming into contact with our products. They start carrying the products because they don't have to build a team like some of us want to build a team. You'll hear about that with Kristen a little bit in the presentation. But these new products, as if our products that we already have were not enough, these new products are just going to blow your mind. It's going to put us to the next level because now not only do we have our adaptogens, we have our essential oils, we now are going to have Infatuate, which is a keto-friendly, high-fat shake. Unbelievable. So now we're dealing with the keto people, the people that have, you know, like I carb cycle and intermittent fast. And so some days my macros look different. So on high fat days, this is going to be so huge for me. Neuro IM is a 10 mushroom blend for brain and immunity. So brain support, memory, all of those kinds of things. Before I started Solle, I can honestly say that my memory was terrible. I was terrified. I have history of Alzheimer's and things like that in my family. And I literally at like 30 years old was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have problems with this. And so my memory is already so much better just with the use of the Solle products. But now knowing that we're going to have this Neuro IM for brain and immunity is going to be so huge. We have a CBD and Renew capsule coming out. Blake is our formulator. He's in charge of all of the representation of the herbs and the testing and all of that kind of stuff. And this is going to blow your mind because it's something that nobody's ever been able to do before. It's going to be a full spectrum THC free, full spectrum THC free in a capsule form. So that is really, really huge. And then always having new and exciting essential oils choices coming out as well. Okay, don't forget just to stick with us. I see we actually have some more people on right now. We have 64 people on here, which is so awesome, you guys. Thank you so, so much. We are about halfway through. So stick with us until the end. And we're going to tell you, Kristen is going to jump into more of the business side here in just a second. I love you. Meet Kristen. Kristen is also a member of the top 30. We both were indicted. We were introduced into the top 30 of the company very, very early. We are very lucky to come from a different business, didn't know each other in that other business, but came into Solle and, you know, we're on the team together. building very quickly. Former inner city Chicago teacher, mom to Autumn, Kenley, and Deacon. They are absolutely amazing. All of our kids know each other. We get to win trips and stuff like that, but we like get to earn the whole trip, like the flights and stuff like that. And so our kids get to come with us. You see, they get to travel with us. Deacon's here in the Soul Naturals office last summer. We were all there together. She's a self-declared social media nerd, but I declare that she is also a social media nerd. She's awesome with social media. So she helps and writes a lot of our trainings on our team. She's passionate about helping women build businesses that bring freedom to their families in the cracks of their day. She also, I always kind of make it a joke. I'm like, she retails her face off. She signs people up like crazy. Like, we have all of the systems. Between her and I, we definitely have made all of the mistakes that you could ever make in business before coming to this business. We've spent all of the time. She's obsessed with learning and teaching. And so she's such an awesome part of our team. Totally, brings all of this aspect. Her fire for learning and helping everybody grow is there. And I'm going to go visit her in Indiana. So I'm going to kick it over to you.
All right. I just realized that my slides were not full screen. Thanks for that, Sarah. And thanks for that intro, Steph. I'm a little sheepish here. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the businessy end. That's really my passion, is building a business. So what is a soul specialist exactly? So you've been hearing us talk about that, but what exactly is a soul specialist? So a soul specialist does not need to be a health expert or practitioner. Do we have a lot of practitioners that we work with within Soul? We absolutely do. Steph's a gut health specialist. We have naturopaths. We have PAs. We have chiropractors, emotions experts, you name it. We have it, but that does not mean that you have to be a health expert or practitioner. To be a specialist, you do not need to be at your health goals. I mean, really, are we ever at our health goals? I think we can always be improving, but certainly you don't have to feel like you need to know everything or you need to be super familiar with the products or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's almost better if you're not at your health goals, because then you can share your health story and progress. That's when people really connect to you, is when they can see the progress that you're making and they'll connect with you. Whereas if you appear to be perfect or like you have it all together, that you're not going to be connecting with people. You definitely don't have to be an experienced sales or business person. I have an elementary education degree, and I have a Google degree in social media. And I call it a Google degree because I literally am self-taught everything in self-taught business. So you definitely don't have to be experienced or a business person. Anything that you need to know, we have the tools to teach you. But you do need to be excited about sharing your story, excited about helping others, and willing to learn. That is a big thing. And if you are someone who is an experienced salesperson, please bring your gifts to the team. Or if you are someone who is a practitioner, and we just had an herbologist join our team, and it's been amazing to have him because he brings his level of expertise, but you certainly don't need to have that. Okay, what are some of the benefits of being a soul specialist? So, yes, as we've talked, you can set your own work hours. Sometimes, like I said, I work in the morning before my kids get up. Sometimes I work in the afternoon. Sometimes I work from the pool. Sometimes I work late at night. I can set my own work hours, and I can choose if I want to work part-time, if I want to work full-time. Maybe you already have a job that you love. And maybe this just is going to be supplementary income, that maybe you want to work evenings or early morning or weekends. Obviously we do put hours in, so, but you can be flexible about when and where that happens. You can work in person, you can work online. maybe you have the gift of hospitality. So maybe you just love having people over, or you love going to people's houses, or you love doing events, or we have a lot of girls on our team where that's really their gift, and they do spa days, and they have friends over, and they do foot detoxes. You know, other people, maybe you're a practitioner and you want to add another aspect to your business. There really is no rule. Me, I love to work online. I like I said, I'm a social media nerd, so I love the ability to reach thousands of people from my downstairs office, and you know, still have the flexibility of being here and at home with my 3 kids and working. And I love the flexible time with my family. As you can see, these are my 3 kids up in the top right corner with their Solle backpacks. We are heading to the airport. I believe we're heading to Cancun for that trip. And that's something that was really, really important to me, and something that really impressed me with Solle is that kids are always welcome. Kids can come if you choose on any of the trips. Kids can come to our conventions. Kids, I mean, as you can see with Steph, with AJ, we have kids on our team call all the time. So if you're a mom or a dad and you have kids, they're always welcome, and they're the reason why we do this. So I love the flexible time with my family, and that's really important to me. Okay, so we're going to talk about the compensation plan. I won't go through all the ins and outs of the compensation plan because we actually get paid 7 different ways, but I am just going to highlight some of the most important things that you should know right from the start. So these 5 things are just a part of the compensation plan. So the first part is, it's called the weekly Solle Quick bonuses. So this is a 30% paid weekly on new members' purchases of $100 or more, or 45% paid weekly on new specialist purchases of $200 or more. So what I tell people is we always get a weekly paycheck from our new members. And then if you look into the second line, we also get paid on our, as you build a team, you get paid on your downline's new members. So if you are the first upline, you will get 10% of that order on a weekly basis. And if you're the second upline, you get 5%, okay? So those are our weekly quick bonuses. So if it is your personal order, you get 30% if it's a new member, 45% if it's a new specialist. And then as you start to build a team, you start to make 5 or 10% on a weekly basis from your downline's new members. So you can see how that quickly adds up, okay? And those are the checks that when you first start into business, you really look forward to your weeklies. But as your team starts to build, your biggest paycheck starts to come on a monthly basis. So this is my favorite part. It's called the Smart Plan Monthly Commission. And this is where Solle blows the industry out of the water. And I wish I would have put a graphic here, but I didn't. And so basically, the Smart Plan is a plan that's set up that you get paid the highest percentage on your highest level, okay? Your highest volume. And some of you guys are like, I have no idea what she just said, okay? So what I want to tell you is as you start to build a team, you have multiple levels, okay? So, you know, Steph is my upline, so here's Steph, and then Steph built a team, and then I'm underneath Steph, and I built a team, and then I have people, Amanda's underneath me, and Amy, and so each of those people are levels. In a lot of companies, what they do is they do one of 2 things. Either they pay you the same exact percentage on each and every level, and then they cut it off at some point. I've seen companies that have cut it off at 7 levels, 5 levels, 10 levels. You know, they pay you the same percentage no matter the levels. Or I've seen the opposite, where they pay you the most at the top and the least as your organization gets bigger. Well, that doesn't really make any sense, because as your organization gets bigger, you're actually making a smaller percentage. So what I love about Solle is they actually maximize it. So they will look at your organization, and Jordan, I know you're listening to this right now. I don't know how you guys figure this out, but they literally look at your organization and they figure out which of your levels has the most volume, and they pay you the highest percentage on your highest level, the one that has the most purchases. They pay you the second highest amount on the second level, and so on and so forth. So actually your smallest level, you make your smallest percentage on, but that's actually good because it's your smallest level. So that's one of the biggest things in the SMART plan. I'll talk about my other favorite thing in the SMART plan in the next one. The other thing I wanted to say is as you start to really grow your business and you get beyond the 7 levels that are within the SMART plan, there's actually an infinity bonus, which is unheard of, which basically means that you get paid to infinity. So let's say, you're in this business for 25 years, and who knows how many levels you have at that point. Maybe you have 100 levels, 200 levels, who knows? You're still going to be paid on all of those levels because they pay out what's called the infinity bonus on all levels beyond the 7th level. So the SMART plan covers the first 7 levels, and then the infinity bonus kicks in as your organization gets bigger and bigger. Something else to consider, I'm not sure if we have any practitioners on the call right now, but we do have a separate program, which is what makes us integrative marketing. A lot of people think that we're network marketers. We're actually not. We're integrative marketers. Because we don't have the typical rules that come with network marketing. A lot of times with network marketing, it's, buy this lipstick and then sell it to your customers, and you're responsible for the shipping and the packaging and the everything. Or in my previous business, I was unable to resell products. The only way that people could purchase products was directly through my website. So I could not do vendor shows. I could not do in-home parties. I could not do a lot of things because I was really, really restricted by the rules in my last company. And so we are integrative in that way, and one of the aspects of that integration is the HG Override program. So if you're a practitioner, let's say, and you wanted to purchase products for your office, you would take advantage of the HG Override program. Instead of having your customers order from your website, you would purchase the products in bulk, and you would put them up on your shelf, and then you personally would sell them to your customers. Or perhaps you have a health food store, or you're a massage therapist, or a chiropractor, or maybe you're just someone who just wants to have stock in your house. I have shelves right next to me that have a few $100s worth of products because there are times when my customers run out of things and I have it in the house. And so that's something to take advantage of. You can receive up to a 32% cash back rebate, and the upline also receives a 3 to 5% cash rebate. And I also wanted to say that you, as the practitioner or the HG Override person, gets to choose how much you would like to resell the products for, up to 100%. So if you own a health food store, you get to determine how much you would like to sell the products for, which gives you a ton of freedom. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about ranks. So I love these ranks because they're super duper simplified. A lot of companies, you are forced to be kind of a slimy recruiter, meaning that you feel like you're always asking people to join your team, and you're always pushing the business opportunity on people. And I will tell you, I don't think that there's anyone on my team that did not come to me, or how do I say this, that I asked. If I did ask them to join the team, it was because I thought they would be really great at it. It wasn't because I was pushing it on them. And that makes a big difference. And one of the reasons is because the ranks in Soul Naturals, until you hit some of the higher levels, they're not based on team members only. A lot of companies, you can't even hit the first rank unless you have team members. And that just feels kind of icky to me. And so, as you can see, it is based on volume. So the first rank is 1K Soul Pro, and really the only requirement to be a 1K Soul Pro is to have $1,000 of volume that enters your organization, okay? And that includes your own order. So if you order, let's say $200, and you have 4 other customers that order $200, boom, you just hit Soul Pro 1K. 2K, same thing. 3K is the point when you probably will have a team member at that point. So the little blue that says 1 SP means that you have one person on your team who's also a Soul Pro, and so on and so forth. But here's the really cool thing. In a lot of companies, that person, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but this person right here would have to be personally sponsored, meaning I personally would have to make sure I have a Soul Pro on my team or someone else on my team who has $1,000 in sales. What makes Soul really unique is the fact that we can move volume, which is so awesome. So some of you guys may not know what I'm talking about, but in a lot of companies, once a customer joins or a distributor joins, wherever they land in your tree is where they're stuck, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then you end up with a dead leg or an inactive distributor or someone who's really taken off, or they get on an inside leg. In my previous business, I was on an inside leg of someone's husband, and her husband wasn't even active. And so it was so difficult, because it was just, I was in the worst position that you could be in that network, but there was nothing I could do about it. And so one of the great things about Soul is you have the ability to move volume. So let's take the example of a 1K. Let's say somebody just joined your team within the last 2 weeks of the month, because their ranks are monthly, and they are doing fantastic, and they ended up getting, let's say, $900 in their organization. It's the last day of the month, and they're like, oh, I'm so close to 1K. What we can do as a team is move one of our customer orders into their organization so that they achieve the rank of 1K. We don't lose anything. We're still paid on that, but they just achieve the rank of 1K. Or let's say that you have someone who is, nearing some of these bigger ranks. Let's say you have someone who is going for 15K, $15,000 in their organization, and they are at, 14,348, and they are short 1 Soul Pro. We can actually move a 1K into their organization to help them achieve that rank. And so that's what I mean when we say that we work together. We really, really do work together. So the ranks are super simple. It keeps you from being slimy and a recruiter. And I love the way that you can always help people, but it gets even better. So let me keep talking. All right, so here's some more benefits of Soul. So we have what's called the Soul Prime bonus, which is basically if you help 4 people in your organization, so 2 new customers and 2 existing customers. So you have 4 customers, you're in your organization, and you meet all these requirements. I won't go into the requirements because they're not hard at all. You will get an extra $100 monthly bonus. And to top that off, your specialists, so as you start to grow a team, as your specialists hit Prime, for being a great mentor to them and showing them how to do Prime, Soul will also pay you $50 per each one of your teammates who hits Prime. So that bonus right there adds up really fast. We also have $25 off gift cards For every new customer, new specialist orders over $125, your welcome kit will come with 5 of them. In the future, if you ever want to purchase them, I think they're $1 or $2 a piece, and you just literally order a stack of them. I think I have some right here. And so I always just have a stack in my desk, and anytime I have a new customer or a new specialist come on, I gift them with $25 off, which is amazing to get them started. We also have free shipping to the United States, and for all of you Canadians, because I know we have a lot of Canadians on this call, it is $5 shipping. If you've ever shipped anything international, you know that $5 shipping is a great deal. And even better, every time you order, you earn rewards. The rewards are dollar for dollar that you can use as store credit the next time you order. If you just do a standard order and it's under $150, you earn 5%. If you do the standard order over $150, it's 10%, but even better than that, we have a program that's like a subscription program, which you have full control over, no requirements. You don't have to, how do I say it? I was with another company where I was allowed like 2 pass months a year or something like that. Otherwise, I'd lose all my rewards. Nothing like that. You have full control. You need to skip a month, you can skip a month. You can alter your order. You can change the date of your order, whatever you want to do. It's called Soul Safe, and we call it Soul Safe because it's a safety net to help you not forget to order your products. And you can earn 25% in rewards in store credit with your order of $150 or more, which, for goodness sake, that's a ton of free product considering the price point of our products. You know, our products range in price. I believe our lowest price is $17, $18, and I think our most expensive product is $49, if I'm not mistaken. Besides the essential oils, but there's 4 of them. So that is a really, really great deal, and we have an amazing price point. And it gets even better. See why I love this so much, guys? I need some chats in if you're all excited. So what if you could receive up to $1,000 car bonus that you can use as you wish? So here's some pictures of some of our teammates. This is me with my car, Corinne, Lisa, Denise, and then there's AJ in front of Steph's car. So you can, starting at $15K, you start receiving a car bonus. This is the amazing thing about the car bonus. You're not locked into a lease or a dealership or some kind of agreement with a certain car company or dealership or anything like that. You can use it as you wish. So in my situation, I have a car that I like, and I'm not really a picky car person, and I had a car payment, and so I choose to use my car bonus to pay off my current vehicle. And maybe at some point I'll get a new vehicle with my car, but I don't have to. I know that there's some people who have used their car bonus for other things. And so it really is up to you what you choose to use your car bonus for. Maybe you need a laptop, or maybe you need, maybe you want to save it for something. But you know, the intention is if you need a vehicle, here's a car bonus. And so yeah, here's some of our amazing leaders with their cars with the cool decals. So super awesome. You're not locked in to anything, which is super freeing. All right, see the world with Soul. I don't know, I think I have a lot of favorite things about Soul, but oh man. So I was thinking about my time with Soul, and I realized, I think I've been with Soul for about 18 months. I traveled to Salt Lake City. I will have been there twice since I've started with Soul. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Cancun. In March of 2020, we're going to Hawaii. And then I was thinking of my personal trips. I didn't have to ask off a boss, and I went on a family vacation to Punta Cana. I've made a half a dozen trips to Michigan. I've traveled all over the place visiting team members in Canada and, you know, all over the place. And you truly do see the world with Soul. And you can earn these trips too. So we just wrapped up our qualification for Hawaii. As you can see in the top left, we also had a trip to Cancun. Down at the bottom, that's my son Deacon on the left and AJ on the right. We got to take our kids with us to Cancun. The top right picture is Lydia. I believe that was at Leadership. We took the whole Solle company, including the kids. We went on this train ride. It was super fun. There's Denise ziplining. There's so many things, and you can truly see the world with Solle. And when they say trips are free, you're not paying taxes or anything like that. They're legit free, which is pretty cool. All right, tossing it back to you, Steph.
All right. Well, obviously I know all of that awesome stuff, but it's still just as awesome to hear like every single time. There, you guys, just to be really honest too, there's a lot of times where I open my check on our big monthly thing and I'm like, I don't even actually know where all these bonuses came from. So I kind of open it when we get paid and I'm like, well, that's really nice. From my previous company to this company, I had worked my tail off for years, and I believe I doubled that within 4 months, and now it's well beyond that. So obviously the compensation plan and what the guys have created for us, I was on calls for weeks with Jordan and some of the other founders. And I mean, I literally would just ask Jordan, I'm like, I don't understand how you guys make money. The prices of the products are so unbelievable. The Solle Safe option and then all of these bonuses. And so one really great thing about it is that, they started the company without debt. And so that's also a huge thing that people want to know about. So anyways, this is something that we are obviously super passionate and excited about as well. What will you get with us, with joining with us? We have tons and tons of training and support. These are two different things that we're doing right now, and we will be doing all of the time. And so the new specialist boot camp, for instance, this is right away when you sign up. It's 30 days. It teaches you kind of everything you need to know on the quote network marketing side, if you will, of our integrative marketing business. And then that's something that I run. I go over goals and everything with all of the new specialists. And so that also takes kind of the pressure off of you. A lot of times in business, you'll sign somebody up and you're like, I don't know, I keep checking in with them, but I don't hear back. And so it's kind of nice when they're able to to do it as a group. And so we have all of these amazing trainings. Then Kristen does this one. It's a 60-day program. It gets you further. As she said, she, loves social media and teaching. And so it just gets you set up for even further success. And we're excited about both of those. The next thing is community and testimony. We have Solle on Fire is our team page. There's constantly things going on over there. We have a chat in Messenger on Facebook. And so it's kind of, we call it our 24-hour hotline. If you have questions, say you're talking to somebody right now and you don't want to bother your upline or whatever, you literally go into our team chat and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is dealing with XYZ and the anxiety, or going through cancer treatments, or has stage 5 liver, whatever. You literally can go on that chat and have your questions answered immediately. Really, like even if it's like 11 o'clock at night or 6 in the morning, somebody is there. Then I love the team chat. Then Find Your Solle. There's a couple of different. There is Find Your Solle, which our team created. One thing that we're really, really proud of is that it was myself and Kristen and 2 other of our teammates. It was October of 2017. Yes, October of 2017, we created this group. What we would do is we started with about 20 people in there. And we now have 3,500 people that are using the products, that are on the team, that are in our community. And so tons and tons and tons of testimony. But also what I love about it is that you see how many people are just like us, right? No matter what you're looking to address in your health, we can help. And so it's just really, really important for, we're not just trying to sell you something, you guys. If we don't know an answer, we're going to find out. If we haven't had an experience with something that you're going through, we're going to find out. As Kristen said, we have so many different practitioners on our team. And what I love the most is, that we're not diagnosing, we're helping to find solutions and working alongside your medical doctors to reduce amounts of medications. And so you can kind of slow those side effects and things like that. And so anyways, we're really, really excited to have that to offer you too, because then what we're saying is when you sign up on our team, everything's already there for you. You don't have to reinvent a wheel. You don't have to recreate anything. It's already done for you. And we work really, really hard to keep that going for you. This is the Solle family. One thing that is really huge is that a lot of these pictures are our team, if you will, our specific team. But many of these pictures, like this upper right, this was our team and our kids. You see up there, that was just in Cancun. This limo picture was like one of our very first times together. We were in Vegas and we had a limo and, whatever. But these pictures represent people from every team with Solle. And so our first time being together with everybody, I think Kristen and I can both say that we were kind of nervous because we came in and we grew really, really quickly. And so we were kind of like, oh my gosh, how are we going to be, received? And we were received with the biggest, openest arms. I know that that's not the wording, but just the love is unexplainable. It is not anything I've ever seen before. There's not hundreds of thousands of us out there. Solle has been around for about 7 years, but it still just blows my mind when we're sitting in these conventions and going on these trips that, you're sitting there with a couple of hundred people that are active, right? There are a few thousand that are signed up and things like that, but there's, we really are sitting on a gold mine, just meaning that it still is very much so the beginning, but without all of the setbacks of startup companies or, whatever. Not only have we been around for this long, but the founders have been in this industry for decades. And so they've got it all figured out. So you're in the right place. This is definitely has all of the excitement of being brand new, and the sky is the limit. There are no limitations to what you can do. So that's just a little bit about the Solle family. Okay, so how do I join? This is exciting. Typically, it's $100 to sign up as a Solle specialist. You'll see here that there are no monthly fees. You're a specialist for life. You don't get removed from being from having your own business. I hear of a lot of companies now do that. Like if you go inactive or if you don't sell a certain amount or whatever that looks like, they remove you. You will never hear Jordan or the other founders. I've never, ever heard the guys say, well, you just need to talk to more people. You just need to sell more stuff. That's just not how we roll. We are here to truly, truly help people. And when you lead from that heart, it's a completely different thing. There is nothing about our business that ever feels icky. And I know with a lot of other companies, they feel icky. No sales minimums. Your volume always counts towards the volume that Kristen was talking to you about. So that's super exciting. You get, I have it right here, actually. You get this super nice binder. It's actually really heavy. I almost just dropped it. You get some samples in there. You get 5 of those $25 gift cards. They send you a couple of personal development books, which is huge. But there's a success workbook in there that we go over. I go over that in that new specialist boot camp. We really set you up for success. We talk to you about what your goals are instead of assuming what we think you should do. It's not our business, right? It's your business. It's not my business. So we help you to get where you want to get with your business. access to our exclusive new specialist bootcamp, and then from there on to our further trainings. You get a free website, which is awesome. A lot of companies will say there's no fees, but then they charge you for the website. No inventory required. So again, you can carry inventory if you're a practitioner, if you know that a lot of the stuff that you're going to do is going to be in person, but you're not required to carry any inventory. So that's super exciting. Now, one thing that's really exciting, this is kind of brand new to Solle, is we have what are called M2 meetings. And M2 meetings are, maybe you would call it like an online happy hour, a holistic happy hour. Basically, it's an educational format where if you simply invite 5 people that you think could benefit. And when I say everybody can benefit from Solle, literally everybody that you know can benefit from Solle. So 5 people or more, and with at least one of them having a qualifying order, that would waive your $100 sign up, okay? So again, no monthly fees, same exact thing. It's just, it would be expanding into your network, which is also exciting because then you kind of right off the bat get a feel for if people are going to be interested. Everyone's going to be interested. It just has to deal with how you want to go about it. So if we know, if anybody on here is excited at this point and would like to set up an M2 meeting, could you please, please, please comment in the comments down below and say, yes, I want to have an M2 meeting. And then just also if you could write the name of whoever added you to this group, that would be super helpful. What we do as the leaders is we have all of the information there. You do not have to run the group. So it's really, really, oh, if they're on the phone calling in, shoot. If you're on the phone calling in, go ahead and unmute. If you can unmute. But anyways, anybody who decides to sign up for an M2 meeting tonight, we will enter you into a drawing for one of those roller bottles. And we would want to get it on the calendar within the next week. So just know about that. If you're listening to the replay, watching the replay of this and you get something scheduled, what is the date today? Today is the 11th. If you guys get something on the calendar within a week, if you're watching the replay, then you can still enter in for that drawing. I couldn't tell if somebody unmuted or not. Okay.
Sorry, me.
Yeah. Oh, Christy.
I unmuted. Sorry.
No, you're good. Do you have any questions?
No. Kristen just invited me and I was just trying to get, the down low of everything. So yeah, I just didn't know if I was supposed to unmute now or what I was supposed to do.
Oh, no, you're good. We just
Okay.
were saying if anyone wants to hold an M2 meeting, just to let us know so we can get it jotted down right here. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely.
Yeah, I would like Kristen to explain a little bit more in detail to me, but I'm sure I can message her later. So.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Okay, you guys, if there's any other questions, this is me. This is how excited I get. Let us know in the comments below as well, or go ahead and unmute if there's any questions that you have for us right now. And as you'll see right here, research, research, research. One thing that we're very, very, very proud of is you'll never get on one of these calls and they'll tell you like, do your research, go on those YouTube, go on Google, go on, I don't know, Kristen, what are all the things that you went on when you were looking up Solle?
I literally Googled everything. So I Googled Solle Naturals scam, Solle Naturals products, you name it. But I just wanted to backtrack a little bit and answer Christy's question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, Christy, glad you're here. So basically, what an M2 meeting is you have the choice. You can either do it in person or online. When we do it online, we do it in a Facebook group. and I will do all of the posting for you. Your job is just to invite members to that Facebook group.
Okay.
And then you have to have at least 5 people who attend your online group. And as long as one person signs up, your specialist fee is waived. It has to be a certain amount. But anyway, or you can do it in person, which is very similar, meaning that you just have some friends at your house. I come to your house and we chit chat. We have some cheese and crackers and maybe some adult beverages if we want. And we just have a good time.
Sign them up.
What was that?
Get them drunk and sign them up.
No. And then as long as one of those people purchases, they waive your sign-up fee. So that's what an M2 meeting is. M2 stands for member to mentor. Okay. So a member is a customer, and then I would be your mentor. So, but we'll talk more.
Okay.
Yeah. But if there's no other questions, we're over an hour, and we were trying to stay at an hour. Does anybody have any questions before we log off? Nobody? All right. Well, thank you all so much for hopping on. It was such a pleasure to have you, and really, really looking forward to having so many of you join our team, and have a great night. And please, please, please reach out if you have any questions.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here on a Thursday night. And again, if you're watching the replay, just get a hold of whoever added you for the information. Oh, we have someone interested. Hold on. Oh, perfect. Oh, good. Okay, Amy. I think Amy called in. Okay, great. Yes, yes. Get a hold of Amy. Yep, she's got you. Awesome. Yay. Thank you guys so, so much. I really appreciate all of you for being here.
How do you get one of those shirts?
Well, you have to come on one of the trips.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mexico. Those were Mexico.
These were Mexico.
I have one more question.
Yes.
What is the volume you have to do for a trip?
Okay, so the trips are really awesome because they have qualification periods that are, okay, I'll answer this. See, I knew there was going to be questions. I'm like, somebody's got to have questions. They have qualification periods that are like 3 to 4 months long. Okay, so it's really exciting because, like, again, our whole team just really comes together and we keep that excitement, and just really with the trainings and stuff that we have, and with you just being excited about your business, and us taking the approach of not being icky, and you know how we approach everything. Those qualification periods are pretty reasonable to hit. So it's always different, but like right now we have a trip coming up to Utah in just about a month, and anybody is welcome to come to that. The trips where we go to Hawaii and Mexico and things like that, there's different levels. So some of the trips you earn completely with flights and everything included. Some of them you earn the trip and the stay and whatever, and just pay a little bit for your flights, and it kind of goes from there.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry you guys, I'm trying to close out all of these chats keep popping up. Stop talking, you guys. Everybody's super excited. Okay, then I saw we need a warehouse in Canada. Yes. Oh, Darlene. So that is, I'm gonna just let Krista just sat up real quick. I'm gonna let Krista talk for a second.
We're working on that. It's not an easy process. This is Darlene. You can't even imagine. Poor Jordan. He's like, here she goes again. So we're working on it. We've even talked about locations. It's gonna take some time, and but it's coming. And
you guys have to stop talking in the background. Everybody's dinging.
I know, right? I'm hoping 2020, like next year. I don't know if that's their hopes even, is to have something by next year, Darlene. So anyway, so we won't talk too much
I'm so glad Darlene's here.
Bunch. Canada is representing tonight. I'm just gonna say.
I know. Also, you guys, we are opening Canada. I'm sorry. We opened Canada. Our team is Canada, which is awesome. But everybody, stop typing. It just keeps popping up on my screen, so I can't see you guys. What's cool is we're about to open Mexico at the end of the year, so that's really huge, especially because that culture just really, really, really understands the importance of herbs, and so that's going to be huge. So start thinking of people that you might know. It's going to be gigantic. And then there's, we're going to be reaching out to different parts of the world. And so again, there is so much coming for Solle all of the time. We even already have the heads up on these products that we mentioned earlier that are going to be releasing, but then they're going to tell us even more stuff after that. So they're always just so far ahead of us as far as like the innovation and what they bring to us and to the world. And so we're super, super excited about that. The only thing holding you back, well, it doesn't have to hold you back because there's plenty of people that do pay that exchange like you do.
All it's going to do is they have to factor it in. Like if you look at 31 or Mary Kay or any other company, and I had to get over this myself, so I'm like preaching to the choir here. So if something's $10, if a bag from 31 was $10, the Canadian price is $13 to $15. They just include it. It's just that, so right now when the dollar's a little lower, we're saving a little bit of money. I say that very tongue-in-cheek, Darlene. Right? But it's the catch because it's just going to be, people will pay it because they realize we just got to get people to realize the value of their health. Mm-hmm. But Darlene, like, let's plan a call with you and I and Susie and like whatever you need, right? We got your back. So, and we'll talk, we'll see if we can keep getting answers.
Yeah, I love Darlene's the best. I love checking in with Darlene. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. I will get the recording to everybody. And I'll put it also in the event that will disappear in just a couple of days. But we will do these every couple of months now. And again, if you don't, I just want to emphasize that you don't have to do the M2 meeting. A lot of people still will choose to do the $100 sign up so you can go through the trainings, you can go through all of the education, you can get all of the stuff that you need, and then start to work it when you want to. So just know that that's an option also. And again, with that $100, you do get the $5, $25 gift cards and some of the samples and stuff like that. So it still is a really, really great deal to sign up that way as well. So all right, well, yay, I think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, so that's awesome. But again, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you all soon.